Hello stamping friends, welcome back to video number 2 in the February online card class. We're going to be putting this card together on this video. I love this card. It is called Spring and it's just right around the corner, so it doesn't hurt to go ahead and get ready for spring. You're going to be using the sheltering tree as you were instructed to purchase for this class. And on video number 1, I told you all the reasons why I love this stamp set. But there's some little tiny stamps on here that we're going to be using, and I wanted to make sure to point them out to you. When you get the photopolymer stamps, they come like this on a sheet. And the easiest way is to just go ahead and pull them apart. And then that way, when you're done with the stamp, you can put it right back on the image. And since they are clear, you don't want to lose them. And if you could just see my craft table some days, I would lose things very easily, especially these since they are clear. I'm going to go ahead and get the leaves off of this one and put it on a block. By the way, if you noticed, it is stained. Any of the photopolymer that you use with the pinks and the reds, they just stain. The dark purples and all of that. Not sure why, but they do. The other colors come off a lot easier. All right, so the pieces in this kit is the envelope, and look at this card. It's smaller. It's okay. It's really cute, but it still fits in the envelope, so you can still mail it in the regular envelopes. You will get a piece of vellum cardstock, a piece of white, and a piece of pink cardstock in your kit. So let's go ahead and talk about the vellum cardstock. When you are stamping on vellum, if your ink pad, I don't know if you can see that, I think you can, is not inked well enough, then it comes out really a lot softer. This is more of an opaque type of cardstock, and so you want to make sure that you ink up your stamp pad really well before you go to stamp on anything really, but especially the vellum cardstock. So I am going to use StazOn, and I am using the Thankful for You. Let me grab that. I thought I had it out. So let's see. Thankful for You is right here. To mention this too, this one is getting a little bit not so sticky. The photopolymer stamps are really sticky. Once that stickiness stops, and it just comes from the oils on your fingers, the cleaning, the Stampin' Mist that you use to clean the stamps, you can take this to the kitchen or bathroom sink, put a little bit of hand soap on your hands, wash that off, and then rinse it, and you're good to go. It'll be sticky all over again. It's so fun. All right, so I'm inking up Thankful for You. And I'm going to just center it, and I'm going to do it at a bit of an angle. Okay, now I'm going to set that aside for just a minute because I want to make sure it's good and dry before I actually do the little tearing part that I want to show you. Vellum, the ink kind of sits on it a little bit, so it just needs to be good and dry. All right, so we're going to stamp our tree. And we're going to do 2 of them, one up to the top left. And all the ink colors that I'm using are in your PDF that I mentioned before. Then we're going to stamp this one down closer in the foreground. Okay. Then we will take the leaves. Now, when you are using the stamp, there's a bit of an indentation where the leaves are not. That's where the trunk of the tree is. So you'll see that when you go to stamp. Oh, goodness. Now, can you see my stamp pad? I did clean it. However, my stamp pad apparently needs to be washed. So this may look really bad, but all I have to do is re-ink it and I'll be good to go. I'm sure that some of you have done the same thing, you know, inked up a stamp and put it in the wrong pad. It's not wasted, it's not lost. I just love when I screw up on the videos because then I can share that tip with you. All right, so then we're going to take the little leaf and we're going to give this a cherry blossom effect. Spring is coming. And one more. Okay, how cute is that? Now we're going to do our grass again. And when you do the grass, we're going to come up high. And then we'll come down low. And then we're going to do a little touch right here. And another one over here. Okay, that's done. All done. So now I'm going to take my little piece of vellum, and you're just going to, now this is a certain length for a certain reason. Don't cut this down, like don't trim off, because, and I'll show you why. So then you're just going to start tearing the card stock towards you and just kind of give it some peaks and valleys. Nice clean cut there, or tear, I guess. And down and up. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're ready to attach it to our card, and it's going to go over like this. And so decide where you want to place it. And I'm going to come up just a little bit. I think I'm going to go right there. Okay, so I have pieces hanging off on either side. And this you're just going to wrap around the back. If you put adhesive on the front of the vellum, you can see it. You can see through the vellum. So you don't want to do that. So then you're just going to have it like this. And you could use Scotch tape or sticky strip like what I'm going to use, because I like the fact that I always have sticky strip. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick that down. If it's easier, you can do it this way. Okay, but then that way it won't fall off. Fun, huh? All right, so the next part is to layer it. And we're going to go ahead and do this. And I kind of look and see where my sticky strip is going to be. And I go ahead and put a little bit of snail there. I just don't want it to fall apart. Oh, silly. Put it all upside down. Okay. There we go. And then we'll attach it to our green. And this cute little card is done. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back for video number 3.